Hello, greetings, and salutations. I hope you're having a heavenly day, for it is time to have a heavenly time learning to play just like heaven. But before we do, I'd like to take a quick moment to thank the following heavenly people for signing up for the Patreon supporter of the Cause Club: Daylight Fire, Michael O'Brien, Renee Schluter, Carl Newman, and Little TF. Might be my cat. I've got a heavenly cat named Turd Ferguson. Thank you very much for your support. That was weird. And if you would like to find out what that's all about, the link will be in the description. I'm going to show you some chord shapes, some easy chord shapes, and I'm going to tell you what they are. This information may leave you feeling helpless and stupefied, but don't worry, I'm going to clear it all up after that. The first one is going to be A4, D2. This is an A chord. Then we're going to move this shape one string towards the ceiling. This is an E chord. Same shape up on frets 5 and 7 is a B minor chord. And then A5, D4 is a D chord. So here's our intro. A, E, B minor, D. As guitar players, we're really lucky. We can learn that, for instance, this is A just because this is the shape that A is. And we can just remember that without ever having to learn, like a piano player might have to, that A is comprised of A, C sharp, and E, which it is. If you look through your A chord, you got an A, you got an E, and you got a C sharp, and another A, and another E. So A, C sharp, and E. When we play this funny shape on 4-2, this is the A sharp, B, C, C sharp out of the A chord, and that's the E note. So this is an A-less A chord, so to speak. In the same fashion, this is the G sharp and the B out of our E-less E chord. As it were, this is the B and the D out of our B minor chord, so there's no F sharp that would be there, but we don't have to know that. And here's the D and the F sharp out of a D chord. So that's why this is A, this is E, this is B minor, and this is D. And while that guitar is playing his nutty A-less A chords, what do you know? Guitar number 2 comes in with the normal version of the chords. A, E, B minor, and D. Normal style. Now, if you listen really closely to the recording, he doesn't play this D. He plays C-shaped D, which from B minor is pretty easy to get to. You just take your pinky finger and put it on the A string 5th fret instead. So do that if you want, but I personally wouldn't care too much about that. I'd just play regular D, but you do you. A, E, B minor, D. And that is the wonderful subtext under which the cool lead part is about to do its thing. And here is that thing. It's all on the B string. We get to skate up and down like fancy people. Start on the 14th fret. 12 is easy to find, so rather than count 1, 2, 3, etc. 14, I'm going 12, 14 on the B string. And it's going to be 14, 12, 10, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 3, open, G2, back to B open. And you do that again. 14, 12, 10, 9, 7, 5, 3, 2, 3, open, G2, B open. And then comes the climbing part. It's going to start on 2 and go up. 2, 3, 5, 7, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 17, 15. And then you do the first one again. Do. That didn't even save time. Also, I wanted to mention that you can have the E string. I would encourage you to have the baby E string ringing out the whole time while you do that. It fattens it up, and that E note is a note we're allowed to hear in this key that we're in of A. Much cooler when you add the E string. That's that. And you already know the verse. It's either the funny chords or the normal chords. They're both going on, so you choose. Do either. For the chorus, when he starts singing about baby lambs, it's F sharp minor, that's E string, 2, 4, 4. And since we're going to G next, you can either play regular G, but since I've gone through all this trouble to make F sharp minor, I'm going to go up 1 fret and add the middle finger to the G string for bar chord G, because we're going right back to F sharp minor, back to G, to F sharp minor, 1 more G, and then 4 measures of D. D, Ocean, and then you're back into the verse part. And the very last thing that there is to know is at the very end of the song, after you do your F sharp minor G in triplicate, you're going to hit your D chord. Gotta do 3. And there's not 4 measures of D, you just hit it once, and that's the end of the song. Which means this is the end of this video. Thank you so much for being here. I hope that was fun and helpful. If you think a playthrough would help your learning process, you're going to find exactly that on my Patreon page. Hope to see you there. I'll see you all next time with more stuff. Goodbye.